Welcome to our Data Science, Machine Learning and AI course, your first step towards mastering the skills to become an expert. Our current module is all about Python fundamentals. Check out the full playlist in the description for everything we have covered so far and hit subscribe to stay updated with new lessons and future modules. Today we are going to learn about taking user input from Python. So how we actually provide a prompt to a user and how the user provides an input to a Python program. That is what we are going to learn in this video. So taking user input in Python, we are using a Google Colaboratory environment. And if you watch our previous videos, you can learn more about getting started with Google Colaboratory and how you run the code inside it. And we will dive directly deep into the syntax for actually asking user to provide an input. So for example, if you are actually filling a form, you are requested to actually provide your username, provide your phone number, etc., all these details. So you see a prompt. So the syntax to ask a user to provide an input in Python is very simple. We use a variable name. It can be any word except the keywords or reserved words in Python. And we specify this input keyword, and then we specify a parenthesis and write a prompt. The prompt is a string in double quotes, and then we close the parenthesis. So user will see this prompt, and then user will be required to enter a value, whatever he wants to input against that prompt, and that value will be stored in this variable. So we have an example where we want to ask user to enter its name. I just ran this cell right before this video, so I will actually run it again. If I click here, it will run the cell, or I can alternatively press Control Enter to run the cell. So I'm actually going to run the cell now, and this will actually ask me to enter my name because we have this input keyword here that is requesting the user with a prompt enter your name. You can see the prompt here, and there is a box here where it is requesting me to enter my name. I can enter my name, Abdul Wahab, and now what I can do, I need to press enter, and then this will be printed with hello word. So you can see we have this word hello here, and then it has printed my name in this F string. So we are using this F strings. We covered it in our previous videos, and now remember, every time when a user provides an input in Python to a user input, it is considered as string. So let's check the data type of the name. So I executed this cell and I provided it my name, Abdul Wahab, and it has actually stored that name inside the variable name. If I print the data type, so remember, type is a function. I can even do it in this way. I can write type name. Now type is a function that is similar to print. Print is also a function. We write type, we then write a parenthesis, we write the name of the variable. The name of the variable here is name, and then we close the parenthesis and we hit Control Enter, and now it will print str. Why I was using print here before? It is a good practice that you always use the print statement, because not every time the code is actually being executed inside the notebook environment. It can be running in the scripts. So it's a good practice if you use print, and it's still the same. I can actually either click the play button or press Control Enter to run the cell, and it is saying it is a string. str stands for string data type in Python. Now, what if you want to ask the user to provide a numerical value or a floating point value? For example, in this application, we request the user to enter their age. And now we want age not to be as a string, but as an integer, because age is an integer value. And we will call int here. So what this will do, int stands for integer as a data type. And we pass the input from the user to this function int. Int can also work as a function. So if I actually bring it here again, you can see that if I use int, it will convert any value that is given to it into an integer. and now that string will be converted into an integer if we write everything inside this parenthesis and have this int outside. Now I will execute this cell. It will ask me my age, and I'll specify, for example, let's say 33. You are 33 years old. And similarly, we can even do it with the height, and we can even go back and check the data type. So if I say print type and type of age and then control enter, it will say int. It is now an int. Last time when we did not specify anything outside the input, so now when we do not wrap it inside a int function or inside a float function, it will return the string data type. But now when we have actually enclosed it inside the int, it is giving us a integer data type. Similarly, let's run this one where we are using the float. So what we want to do, that whatever value we will enter as a height, we want to convert it as a float. So I will run this cell. It's asking me for the height in centimeters. Let's write 0.6, press enter. Okay, he's saying that your height is 154.6 centimeters. Now let's see, we can add a cell here, and now we can actually check the data type. I say print type of height variable, and let's check. Okay, the type of the height variable is float. So that is what we wanted to cover for taking user input in Python. The next topic will be control flow in Python. Please watch the next video so that you can learn more about the control flow, loops, and if-else statements. Till then, have a good day.